God has reserved a great blessing the enemy doesn't want you to claim. Don't skip this. There's information here you desperately need. And missing it could mean missing out. Please know that the soft voice you're hearing isn't just words in your head. It's heaven itself calling your name. Deep down, your spirit knows it. It's already in your body. You have been kept from something. You must trust me, says Archangel Michael, who is standing next to you. Right now, only you can make this happen. Take a deep breath before I read what's written. This message isn't a coincidence. It's supposed to be that way. This is not a small matter. Right now, all 7 archangels and even God are leaning in close to you. They really want you to not swipe past this. It's not just about what you believe. It's about being ready when you need to be. What you choose right now will either free the miracle that's waiting for you or take it away for good. Pay close attention, Michael asks. Please, child of light, open this within 20 seconds. They want to get rid of it from your way. This message is scary to darkness because it holds the truth that will set you free. Time is being bent just for you right now by heaven. When you fully understand this, the message comes alive and starts to work. It starts to go away after a while, though. We're not trying to scare you. It is a special kind of need from God. God doesn't beg, but tonight, He does because a big change is about to happen in your life. You must understand, my love. Miracles sneak up on you, but when they do, they break chains louder than a storm, about to see what was hidden, touch what was forbidden, and hold what other people said you could never have. This is where things change for you. You know what's going on if your heart is beating fast as you read this. You will remember this message because it was written in heaven for you before you were born. Please stay close, my child. Read everything. Do not miss a word. Archangel Michael is taking down a door that has been locked for a long time. And this is the only way to get into it. Dear child of endless light, you've been hearing a soft voice from heaven for days now. But tonight it's loud because you can't wait any longer. Like the wind that shakes the trees before a big storm, you can already feel something moving inside of you. You can tell that what you're reading right now is true because your soul knows it. When it comes to messages like this, nothing goes wrong. Because you were chosen, Archangel Michael put this right in front of you. Not yesterday, not today, but a long time ago, before the stars were put up. Still, whether you read this or not right now will have effects that last forever. Dear child, the angels are looking over you. Heaven doesn't want to breathe. Plus, God has leaned forward to see if you will take part in your miracle or just let it go by. In the hidden world, something very dangerous is going on. Michael says they want to get rid of this message from your path. They're scared of what you're about to learn because the chains that kept you small will break like dry twigs as soon as you do. God can't be silenced, my child, but darkness tries. That's why your heart is beating fast right now. Don't worry. It sounds like heaven's drum is beating faster, telling you, this is your chance. Don't wait. Your life is like a river. It's easy to get along with if you jump in at the right time. But if you wait, you'll be left on the side, thirsty, empty, and sad. I promise you that regret is stronger than any rock. So this is a unique moment, and Michael's order to open this now isn't meant to scare you, but to wake you up. For a moment, picture that all 7 archangels are standing around you, my chosen one. Their wings are as bright as lightning. Their eyes are on fire with holiness, and all of them call your name at the same time. Feel it. That sound makes the whole world shake. God has hidden something special for you in that sound. Michael says quietly, tell them they are the only one who can unlock this right now. If you don't think you're unique, know this: you are. People in everyday life aren't called in such big ways. You have a special purpose if you feel this much urgency. This is not what God wants from all the billions of people on earth. You have to do it right now, on this very second. But, my love, let me explain why the time is so right. Because someone or something is against you. There is a secret plan being worked on behind the scenes to stop you from going to heaven already approved and blessed. Your soul already knows, even if you can't see it. That's the reason you're antsy. That's why you felt like coming here. That's why this sentence keeps drawing you in. This is not the first time darkness has tried to delete a message. Nobody can take this one away from you unless you choose to walk away from it yourself. It was marked by God's hand. Please, child of light, lean closer. Remember times when you thought good things were going to pass you by. You cried at night and wondered why heaven was so quiet. People did not ignore those prayers. They were found, saved, and brought to God's throne. And now Michael has been sent with a very important message. You are reading that message. It has your answers, your freedom, and your fresh start written on it. But the truth that will shake the world is that this special message will be lost if you don't open it. I gave you 20 seconds because of this. That's why every angel is pleading. That's why God chose these words as a way to talk to you directly. It's not about being scared. It's about getting what you want before it's taken away. Now let me tell you the cool thing that's hidden here. The person reading this has been in fights that weren't theirs. Michael says, it's been their job to carry heavy loads that were never meant for them. But now I'm going to cut them off. The ropes will be burned. I will help them keep their promise. It's because the enemy knew how great you were before you did. If you felt down or like life was full of problems, it's because they was. That's why the fight against you has been so unfair, tough, and mean. The dark forces are scared of the person you are becoming. You were never weak. You were picked all along. Today is the day that truth comes true. My child, think about what will happen in the future. A door swings open, letting in lots of bright light. The person you've been waiting for, the chance you thought would never come, and the peace you've been longing for all rush in like a wave. That's not just pretend. That's going to happen. Don't just read this message to kill time. It leads to your door. Line by line, each sentence you read brings you one step closer to that light. But Michael warns, if they skip, if they doubt, or if they turn away, the door closes and what was meant for them is put off again. Kid, it's dangerous to wait. There are too many people in heaven who just wait and call it life. You're not going to be one of them. Not tonight. Now let me tell you about the miracle that's hidden here. This person who is reading it has been in battles that were not meant for them. Michael says, they have carried loads that were not theirs to carry. But I'm going to cut the ties now. I'm going to burn the ropes and lift them up to the promise. My beloved, if you've wondered why you felt heavy and why life has seemed like a series of challenges, it's because the enemy knew how great you were before you did. Because the person you are becoming scares the forces of darkness. The fight against you has been so mean, cruel, and unfair. You were never weak. You were picked all along. And tonight is the night that truth comes out. My child, take a moment to think about your future. A door swings open, letting in a lot of light. It's the person you've been waiting for, the chance you thought would never come. All of the peace you've been looking for comes at you like a wave. That's not just a dream. This is a prophecy. This message is not fun to read. It leads to your door. You're getting closer to that light with every word you read, line by line, one step at a time. Still, Michael warns, if they skip, if they doubt, or if they turn away, the door closes, and what was supposed to be theirs is pushed back again. Please don't wait, child. Heaven is crying because too many souls call living in wait life. You're not going to be one of them, not tonight. Also, dear, let me say this in a soft but firm voice. You might not get another chance like this ever again. It says to open it right away because of this. Not today, not tomorrow, and not whenever you're ready. Things that are meant to be rarely wait for you to be ready. It's just waiting for you to do something. You move to a different place when you act. From normal to amazing, from waiting to doing, and from hoping to getting. That's the holy power these words hide. That you, my dear child of light, think you got here by accident, I tell you, your path led you right here. You've been going through hard times for years now, and your soul has been telling you, there has to be more. Heaven says tonight, yes, there is more. And your name is written in bright letters all over it. You can feel it in your bones, which is why you're shaking. You can feel the call pulling you. Don't think this time is easy, says Archangel Michael. They tried to keep this message from getting to you. Your name is carved into God's hands, so it can't be erased. My dear, I can see you now. You're reading with doubts in your eyes. But I want you to know that even your doubts show that you were chosen, because darkness only fights people who bring light. You didn't understand why the fights around you seemed unfair for a long time. Why betrayals hurt so much and why losses happened when you didn't think they would. Listen up, kid. It's because your future is bigger than you thought. That fighting wasn't a punishment. They told you what you needed to do. To quote Michael, the harder the struggle, the greater the task. That's why this message is so important to you tonight. It needs to be done right away, like a fire alarm in the middle of the night. Your time has come, and heaven is calling your name. With every wait, no, and closed door, the stage was set for this new chance. Don't let it go. Because heaven isn't just there to comfort you. It represents a major step forward. Do you understand why Michael says to open in 20 seconds? That's because God has been about to make a big change in your spirit. The enemy also knows that if you cross, they will never be able to control you again. This is why fear shows up out of the blue, when good things are about to happen. That's why you don't know whether to trust or hold back. But listen up, my child. Your future will be stolen from you when you hold back. That thief is being held back by the archangels with all their might tonight, but only for a short time. You can choose, but time is running out. That's why these words come to life and make your heart beat faster with each sentence. It's not just words. There is a prophecy here. Please take a moment to picture something. Picture a room in heaven that is full of jars. The tears you shed behind closed doors are in each jar. Prayers were said in a whisper late at night. The suckouts you didn't tell anyone about. Michael then walks into the room, takes the jar that has your name on it, and pours it out in front of God's throne. God sees it and says, "Enough, it's time to answer now." You can't wait any longer, which is why this message is strong, important, and can't be stopped. The promise was made and signed. Heaven wants you to enter it now, before it's too late. But I want to remind you that heaven is tough. God doesn't say things just to fill space. He's pleading with you tonight because the enemy is planning something bad that needs to be stopped. Michael says they are lying about what's going on. They want to get rid of the message. They are burying things that belong to you. That's why this is being told to you right now. You wouldn't waste a second if you knew how important this message was. Heaven doesn't want to scare you when it begs, "My child," because what you do will make things different in ways you can't even imagine yet. Find out more. How often do you feel like you're being watched? How often do strange things happen right before you decide to do something brave? It's not just in your head. That proves it. There is proof that there has been a secret war going on around your life. That you were meant for more than what most people get. Proof that angels and demons fight over the choices you make, because they have a bigger impact than you think. You're not just living for yourself, my child. Right now, the choice you make will change your whole family tree. If you really listen to this message and let it enter your body, bad habits that have been passed down through generations will end. Do you know how important that is? Michael himself came with his sword drawn and begged you to open this before it's too late. Still, my dear, let me comfort you. You're not the only one who feels this way. Right now, every archangel is leaning in toward you. Gabriel, Raphael, Uriel, Michael, and the other 6 archangels were all shining brightly and whispering, "Don't skip." Can you picture that sound? The most important voices in heaven are calling out to you, not to countries or armies. That shows how valuable you are. You are a special treasure from heaven that is hidden in a body. You will no longer be able to hide it from God. Dear, this is only the beginning. There are deep parts of the message that you can't get from a quick read. It needs to flow slowly, like a river. But here is the promise. If you stay and read some more, every line will lead to a new idea. You'll do more than read words. Chains will come off. Things will feel lighter for you. Doors will feel like they open. That's why you can't stop reading. It knows that the miracle is in the middle of this message. Still, my beloved, let me comfort you. You're not the only one who feels this way. Right now, every archangel is leaning toward you. Gabriel, Raphael, Uriel, Michael, and the other 6 archangels are all shining and beautiful and whispering together. Do not skip. Can you picture that kind of chorus? The loudest voices in heaven are calling you, not speaking to nations or leading armies. That's proof of how valuable you are. You are the treasure of heaven hidden in a weak body. And God won't let you stay blind to it any longer. This is just the beginning, my beloved. There are layers to the message that you can't see at first glance. It needs to flow like a river. But here is the promise. If you stay and read some more, every line will show you something new. You'll do more than read words. Chains will break. Things will feel lighter for you. You'll feel doors open. That's why your spirit won't stop reading. It knows that the miracle is right here in the middle of this message. Now, my child, come closer. What I'm about to say won't work for everyone. It's only for you. This very moment has been planned by heaven. The one where these words catch your eye and your heart knows it's being talked to directly. Tell them they were never left alone, Michael says. Not even when they were crying by themselves. Tell them that being quiet wasn't a rejection. It was getting them ready. It was all a holy rearranging, my dear. Every prayer that seemed to go unanswered, every delay that broke your heart, and every problem you thought was unfair. Heaven has been putting together your story like bricks, one by one, making an altar that is now on fire. That altar is your life, and it's ready to show you the miracle you thought you missed. Do you know why they pushed you so hard? It's because you're not like most people. Every day people are left alone. The enemy is very angry when they fight extraordinary ones because they know that once they rise, they can't be stopped. And right now Michael is telling you, enough. They will no longer put off rising. They are entering the time that has been set aside for them since the beginning of time. So, this message had to reach you tonight, not tomorrow, not in a few weeks, not when things were simple. Heaven doesn't care about simple things. It's happening at the right time for God. And the time for you has come. Listen up, my child. Do you feel your heart beating faster? Do you get how important these words are? You prayed for a sign, so that's the sign your soul already knows this is true. You begged for answers that were clear. You asked God to show you something important. And now you can see it moving in front of your eyes. It's not just words on a screen. This is heaven knocking loudly and passionately, never giving up. You also have to choose whether to fully open the door or shut it, and then wonder why the miracle felt so close, but never came. The angels are now all around you. Picture them with big wings, waterfall, like lights and swords ready to defend you. They all whisper your name at the same time. Do you know how strong that sound is? When angels say your name together, the spiritual world changes. That's taking place now for you. They are led by Michael, the warrior of heaven, who stands in front of you and says, "Trust me. You are the only one who can do this." My child, please read this all the way through before it disappears. It's big when Michael begs. He has fought big empires, slain evil, and kept holy people safe. But tonight, he bows down in front of your fate and begs you not to waste it. I have a secret to tell you, sweetheart. God doesn't yell when he talks. It's a whisper. But when the archangels repeat what he whispers, it sounds like thunder in your soul. That's the reason your body feels so rushed. That's why you can't take your mind off of it. Because of this, you're still here, reading and can't skip. This isn't being weak. This is being aware. Your spirit hears the voice of heaven. It knows who its shepherd is. You can hear him calling you back to the miracle that was always yours. Remember the times you almost gave up, when you believed your story was over. There was no sound after your prayers, you thought, but God speaks tonight. Prayer didn't go to waste. There was no loss of tears. Every painful moment was like ink used to write this message. This is the answer, my child. This is the sign you asked for. God isn't just making you feel better. He is telling you what to do. Do not skip. Don't turn away. Michael warns, the risk of waiting is high. They want to get rid of this from their way. They want to keep the truth from coming out. But nothing can be taken if they trust and let go. My dear, you won't have a strong future until you seize it. It can't be broken once you have it in your hands. Now is the time to choose which way to go. This voice is telling you something. You can ignore it, or you can fully accept it and start a new life. Which one do you want? Heaven is watching. The angels are ready. God leans forward. However, child of forever, pay attention, for this is the miracle. Things change when you step in. You finally get rid of the heavy load that has been holding you down for years. One by one, the doors that were shut start to open. People who hurt you will be shocked when you get back up. And the peace you thought was impossible will feel normal, like it's always been that way. That's the power there when you listen to God. That's why heaven is pleading, This moment changes the course of your whole life. So I'll be clear with you now. It's more than just a message. This doorway is alive. You'll remember this night as the time when things began to change, if you read it all the way through and let it sink in. Many years of waiting, hard work, and secret tears are finally paying off in a beautiful way. Michael has brought out his sword to help you. Gabriel has blown his horn. Raphael has set you up to be healed in body and spirit. There are 7 archangels ready, and God has spoken. They can't skip this. Still, my child, this is just the start. The river is just beginning to move. If you stick around and read more, you'll find things you never thought possible. But trust is the most important thing. Trust me, Michael says. Only you can do this. Heaven will do something that only heaven can do when you do. But pay attention, child of eternity, because this is the miracle. Everything changes when you step in. You are free of the weight that has been on you for years. One by one, the doors that were shut start to open. The people who betrayed you will be shocked when you succeed. You will feel at peace like it was always meant to be, even though you thought it was impossible. That's the power that lies in following orders. That's why heaven is pleading. Because this moment changes everything else in your timeline. So I'm going to be honest with you now. It's more than just a message. This is a portal that lives. And if you read it all the way through and let it sink in, this night will be the time when things started to change. Years of struggle, years of waiting, and years of tears kept hidden all turn out to be worth it. Michael has pulled out his sword to help you. Gabriel's trumpet is now raised. Raphael has set you up to be healed in body and spirit. While all 7 archangels are lined up, God spoke. Don't let them skip this. Still, my child, this is just the start. The river has just started to move. It will take you to places you never thought possible if you stay and keep reading. But trust is the most important thing. Trust me, Michael says. You're the only one who can do this. Heaven will do what heaven can do when you do that. Do you feel the pull right now, my dear? That strange pull in your chest isn't a fluke. Your spirit is getting ready. Your soul's compass is being moved back toward the path that was planned for you before you even came into this world. Michael gets close and says, "Tell them that the path has been clear for years and that the gate has finally opened tonight. Imagine that you are in front of a huge golden door. My child, it was locked for years. The lock has finally opened tonight with a sound that only heaven can make. It didn't matter how hard you tried or how long you cried outside of it. You can hear that sound in your mind right now. That's the reason you read all the time. That's why your heart feels like it needs to be pushed right now. It's the sound of your way becoming clear. Remember times when things didn't seem fair, when other people went ahead while you waited. There were times when you missed your chances. It didn't matter how hard you worked, prayed, or gave more of yourself. You thought that heaven didn't care about you. But child, the truth is that heaven was there to save you. You couldn't get those doors because they were too small for the great future you have. This time, the right one was opened. Don't miss it. Michael tells them, do not doubt it. Walk through before the shadows try to close it again. Do you know how powerful you are right now? Your deal can change generations right now. What you do with your faith affects more than just you. They have an effect on your kids, your family, and your family tree. That's the reason there has been so much resistance. The enemy was scared when they saw what would happen. They knew that all the chains that were around your family would break if you made it to this hour. That's why you thought you were unlucky and why you took on fights that weren't yours. But tonight, heaven is saying, enough. This is the end. Your spirit has been waiting for words like these, my child. You said, God, if you are real, speak to me so clearly I can't doubt it. Now you're looking at the very thing your soul begged for. It's not a coincidence. That's the answer. God has changed things and pushed them together to show you this. He only wants you to stay still. Don't say it was just a coincidence. Don't take it lightly, because promises that are taken lightly go away like smoke. They show up like storms when you value them, though. It is loud, clear, and can't be ignored. And look, dear one, I can see how hard it is for you right now, how your mind is arguing. Is this really for me? Could this really be God talking to us? That doubt is the last thing that darkness tries to use against you. Michael talks more loudly, though. Yes, this is for you. It does have your name on it. Yes, it's important. Yes, they have to open it first before they delete it. The sense of urgency you have isn't a trick. It's for safety. Heaven is making sure you don't miss the thing that was made just for you, with your own mark on it. Please close your eyes and picture this for a moment. Everything you thought you had lost was spread out on a table in front of you. Joy, love, peace, and what you need. For years, you went without and watched other people enjoy themselves while you did not. The table is now facing you, though. Michael tells the child, sit down. The meal was ready for you the whole time. What do you think will happen when heaven calls you to the table? The chair can't be moved. No one can take your share. Your name card can't be erased. It's locked up. You can have it. Your turn to host tonight is up to you. It looks like the angels are getting closer. Do you feel like the air is getting stranger? That's not something you made up. That's being there. The air around you is filled with the grace of heaven right now. There's more than text in every line you read. It's fire that comes from God's throne and shines on you. That's why your body reacts, your spirit shakes, and even the way you breathe feels different. It's because heaven is nearby. And things change when heaven gets close. Please understand that the weight you've been carrying will stay with you even if you leave this. You will start to feel the chains coming off one by one if you stay and let every word sink in. You'll feel lighter. It will make your heart soften. Heaven won't let you go, so your way will become clear. God is not in the business of making fun of his kids. He always comes to make things better. Now is the time for you to change. Don't think less of what's going on. A lot of people ask for signs but never get them. There it is, right in front of you. This is their chance, Michael says. Now is their chance. Don't let them skip, please. And it's not because God is weak that heaven begs, my child. He won't make you do anything. That's why. Love doesn't make you do something. Love waits, calls, and invites. In this very moment, he is doing that. Do you understand why you think this moment is so important, my dear child? Because this word has been kept in heaven for you like a treasure chest that has been locked until you are ready to get it. Though you may have thought you found this place by accident, there is no such thing as chance in heaven's language. God alone knows the best time. Michael tells them, this moment will be remembered forever. It's a holy gathering. If they pick it, things will never be the same again. My love, a lot of people around you never get to experience moments like these. They miss their time because they don't know when heaven will knock. But you have your eyes open, Your heart is listening, and your spirit is shaking because you know what's going on. It's not just a message to read. You can walk down that path. Do not think that what is happening is small. A lot of people ask for signs but never see them. There it is, right in front of you. Michael says this is their window. Now is their chance. Do not let them skip. And it's not because God can't do anything when heaven begs, my child. It's because he doesn't want to force you. Love doesn't make you do something. Love asks, begs, and waits. He is doing that right now. My beloved child, do you understand why this moment is so powerful for you? Because this word has been kept in heaven for you, like a treasure chest that has been locked until you are ready to receive it. There is no chance in the language of heaven, even if you think you got here by accident. God alone can align things. Michael says, tell them that this moment will happen again and again. It's an important church event. If they pick it, things will never be the same again. Dear one, a lot of people around you never see moments like these. They don't know when the door to heaven opens, so they missed their chance. You, on the other hand, have your eyes open, your heart is listening, and your spirit is shaking with recognition. It's not just a message to read. You can walk down that path. Take a look at your life. Have you ever thought about how things keep happening? How you rise and then fall, make something and then lose it, and have hope and then be hurt? That's not a flaw, kid. It's a fight. Your fate has been being watched by darkness, which wants you to think that nothing will ever change and wants you to get used to being let down so you don't expect more. Tomorrow, Michael will raise his sword and say, the cycle ends here. The weight that was following you around like a shadow is going away. The things that took away your happiness are being fixed. This message from heaven is not just a warning, it's a choice. The court in heaven has spoken. Now is no longer the time to wait. Think about the times you asked God, please give me one clear sign. You said prayers at night. Show me something so clear that I can't miss it. That sign is here. You were not forgotten, as shown by the words you are reading right now. Proof that heaven wrote down every prayer, every tear, and every sigh you thought had gone away. It was all used up. It was all taken into account. All of that was put together to make the special message Michael is showing you now. But he cautions, they are trying to grab the message to delete the words before they reach your heart. That's why this needs to be opened right away. That's why heaven is sorry. Also, let me be clear, my child. God is strong and doesn't beg. His love is strong and will never end, so he begs. He doesn't want you to live another day telling lies about who you are. He won't let you eat small amounts when a feast was ready for you. He won't make you, though. That's why he begs you have to make the choice. Love always lets you choose for yourself. Your will is the gate tonight. The good things rush in when you open it. The gate stays closed if you wait. Dear, I want you to think about something with me. You are in a huge desert. The sun is beating down, and you are so thirsty that your throat hurts. As you walked through this desert for years, you begged for water and shade, but all you found was dust. Then all of a sudden, far away, a fountain starts to flow, bringing rivers to the dry ground. Right now, that fountain is. You used to live in the desert, but now you'll live in this stream. Michael is yelling, drink now, before the enemy covers it up again. Take what is yours before someone else tries to steal it. Do you understand how important this is? You're about to quench that thirst you've had your whole life. But you have to move forward, not backward. I have a secret truth to tell you. You've always been different for a reason. You never really fit in with other people. It was protect you, even though you thought it was rejection. Early on, heaven marked you, and darkness saw it. That's why there was betrayal. We understand why you felt that way. So you asked yourself a lot, why me? Michael says in a low voice, because they were chosen. No one else can do their job, so they did it themselves. You're not like other kids, my child. You're really great. And heaven won't let you stay blind to it tonight. Don't ignore the way your body is shaking right now. Your spirit knows that shaking. This message is still fresh in your mind because it was written just for you before you were born. You were supposed to find it right now in this way. Why do you feel like every sentence is going straight into your spirit? Because it's not just facts, it's a unique revelation. A revelation that starts you on your true path when you weren't on it before. Listen to me carefully, dear one. The change will happen quickly once you fully open this. There was peace where there was worry, clarity where there was chaos, and strength where there was weakness. This is what was promised. Michael tells them they'll see proof soon. They need to believe now because they won't have to wait long. Now is not the time to think twice. Now is the time to believe. Because heaven gives things to people who trust it, and great things happen when you trust. My child, angels are moving as you read. Chains are coming apart. Even though you can't see it, deals that were made against you are being destroyed by God's strong justice. Little by little, the weight you carried is falling apart. You will feel lighter, freer, and more alive if you stay and read more. Because this message is more than just words. This is a unique gift. Every line is made from heaven's own breath. That is why it is bad to skip. That's why heaven said, please open this right away. My sweet child, I can see that your heart is leaning forward right now. It's almost like you already know that this is the moment when your life will change. It's not just your mind making that tug. It's your spirit letting you know that these words were written with your name burned into them. Tell them they were never forgotten, Michael says. Not once. Not even when they thought it was quiet in heaven. I have held them through every hard time, even the ones they thought were too dark to get through. God says in a whisper, dear one, you made it through because you were carried, and now you are being lifted even higher. Do you know why the opposition was so strong? Why did doors shut on you when you thought good things were about to happen? Why did relationships end when you thought they would? It wasn't because you were weak, my child. It's because you're strong. The enemy knew what you were going to do before you did it, and he used every trick he could think of to stop you. But Michael says, "Enough! The time for them to fight back is over. The agreement to wait has been broken. There is a chain of sadness falling. The cloud of uncertainty is going away. Tonight is no longer just about getting by. It's about getting better. My beloved child, I observe how your heart is currently leaning forward. It's almost like you already know that this is the moment when your life changes. That pull you feel isn't your imagination. The Spirit is telling you that this word was written with your name burned into it. Tell them they were never forgotten, Michael says. Not once. Not even when they thought there was no sound in heaven. God then says in a whisper, I have held them in my hands through every valley. Even the ones they thought were too dangerous. You survived because you were carried, beloved, and you are now being lifted even higher. Do you see why the opposition was so strong? Why did doors slam shut when you thought you were about to make progress? Why did relationships end when you thought they would? It wasn't because you were weak, my child. It's because you're strong. The enemy saw your fate coming before you did, and he fought it with all the lies he could muster. But Michael says, no more. Their time of opposition is over. The delay contract has been torn up. There is a chain of sadness falling. The cloud of uncertainty is going away. Tonight is no longer about staying alive. It's about rising up. Dear one, picture the sunrise after the longest night. At first, the sky has a soft glow. Then, all of a sudden, there is a flash of light so bright that the darkness goes away almost instantly. That's what's going on in your life at the moment. Night had been over you for years, telling you that morning would never come. But God spoke, and now dawn is coming. And darkness can't argue with light once it shows up. It needs to go. This message feels important because of this. Why it's so important to you. It's your sunrise. Stress is not the same thing as fear. It's love. Heaven loves you so much that it won't let you go another year without seeing. This is why Michael's voice is so tense. They want to get rid of it. They want to get rid of the message that will set them free. Tell them to open right away. Heaven doesn't want to scare you. Heaven wants to keep you safe. Because if you miss this moment, you miss the key that will open the next part of your story. Think about the struggles you didn't tell anyone about, my dear, when you cried into your pillow at night. The days you pretended to be strong when you woke up. The weight you carried while smiling at other people. Heaven saw all of them, and tonight God says, enough. I'm not going to let my kid act tough while breaking inside. They will have real strength and joy that won't go away thanks to me. This is what God gives you, sweetheart. A life where they really thrive, not just barely getting by. Why me? Why now? You might ask. Because you asked for it. Heaven will answer. Because you cried over it. Because you kept going when everyone else gave up. Because you can't go around someone who won't give up their faith, even if it seems small. You thought your prayers were quiet whispers that didn't go anywhere, but they sounded like thunder in the courts of heaven. Also, those courts have ruled in your favor tonight. This message itself is that choice. You need to know this, child. Nothing can change what God decides. It can't be stopped by an enemy, a betrayal, a failure, or a delay. One thing, though, can make it wait, you. Your doubt, your hesitation, and your refusal to accept what heaven wants to give you. In this hour, God himself bends down and begs, please don't skip, don't forget about it. Now trust me. The one who made the universe and galaxies is pleading with his child because he doesn't want you to miss what he made for you. Michael also says they're not alone. Right now, all 7 archangels are with them. We put a circle around them. We've kept our wings over them. We have drawn swords for them. Are you aware of how big that is? Heaven's army is all around you right now. There were not 1 or 2 angels, but a whole group. They'll watch over you while you read. Darkness is being pushed back. They have the door open, but it won't stay open forever. That's why you need to pass. That's why this sense of urgency is so strong. Please allow me to speak to your heart. Your story doesn't end here. Now comes the part you've been looking forward to. This is where things start to make sense. The place where the hurt from the past shows its secret reason. Where your tears plant the seeds of the lovely place you're about to enter. Sadness has been following you around, but now beauty is being given to you. You were carrying heavy things, but now joyful clothes are being wrapped around you. You'll remember this night and think, that was the start of it all. I want you to understand how important this moment is, my dear child. Heaven has taken a break for you. What does that mean to you? The endlessly powerful God, who holds the galaxies in his hands, turned all of heaven's attention on a single soul. You. God's throne room is very bright right now. All attention is on the choice you are making as you read. The archangels stop moving. All eyes are on you in heaven. It's not fear that makes your chest feel heavy. It's beauty. Without a doubt, it's God reminding you that your life was always meant for more than the hard times you went through. Michael responds, "Tell them the battle over their life has reached its end." This is the last move. If they trust and open this, the enemy will never be able to hold them back again. Dear, you thought for years that you were dealing with a lot of different problems, but every tear you shed was about one thing: your fate. Now the court in heaven has made its decision. The chains won't stay in place. The wait times can't last. No one can stay cursed. But you have to make that choice. You need to say yes. For this reason, Michael begged you to open this right away, since your path doesn't wait once God makes up his mind. Please know that every seed you plant in this mission grows into a torch that shines in someone else's darkness. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. But more than your support, we want your presence. When you head to our community through the link in the description or the pinned comment, you aren't just visiting a site. You are entering a community of like-minded believers. This is a sanctuary where you can post your prayer requests, lift up the burdens of others, and engage in daily discussions with a family that speaks the language of faith. Whether you are joining one of our membership tiers for deeper study, sowing a seed of faith, or simply joining our daily morning prayers, you are helping us build a global altar of worship. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through a community that stands together. Each gift you give acts as living water for those in our community seeking healing and hope. Give, and it will be given to you, is the promise that sustains our shared mission. I invite you now to step out of the shadows and into this circle of prayer. Come with purpose, join the conversation, and plant your seed in fertile ground. Let's open the heavens together. Release your seed today, join our community, and see what God brings back into your life. Child of light, do you know why you made it through when others didn't? Why did losing a loved one not break you? Why did being let down not kill you? It's because hands you couldn't see carried you. Angels were walking with you when you thought you were walking by yourself. You thought your prayers weren't heard, but they were being saved for today. There was no waste. Nothing was missed. It all came together to make the present moment you are in. And if you read on and really understand this, that lovely picture will start to appear in colors that are as bright as the sun. Michael responds, "Tell them the battle over their life has reached its end. This is the last strike. The enemy will never be able to hold them again if they open up and trust. My beloved, you thought for years that you were going through random problems, but every tear you shed was over one thing: your fate. The court of heaven has now made its decision. The chains won't stay in place. The wait times can't last. No one can stay cursed. But you need to answer the question. You need to say yes. This is why Michael begged you to open right away. Destiny doesn't hang around after the decree is made public. Child of light, do you know why you made it through when others didn't? Why did loss of a loved one not destroy you? Why did being let down not erase you? It's because hands you couldn't see carried you. Angels were walking with you when you thought you were walking by yourself. When you thought your prayers weren't heard, they were being saved for today. There was no waste. Nothing was missed. It all came together to make the present moment you are in. It will start to show itself in colors brighter than the sun if you keep reading and open all the way. I want to talk to the part of you that still has doubts. That voice in your head says, "But what if this isn't real? What if this isn't for me?" That voice is the last thing that is trying to stop you from moving forward. Michael talks more loudly, though. It's for them. It's true. Their name is on it. Delays happen because of doubt. Faith is what makes things possible. Don't let doubt keep you from getting what heaven wants to give you. That's because faith, even a tiny seed of it, can make huge doors possible. God only wants you to trust Him right now. Just being honest, not perfectly, dear, pay close attention. How many angels are there with you right now? Not one or two, but a huge number of them. They're getting together because things are changing for you in the spirit world. They want you to say yes. They're here to help you start a new part of your life. And the way your body feels now is because they are there. Why does your chest feel heavy? Why does your spirit feel shook? Why do you want to read more? This isn't just how people feel. This is where God is. Michael tells them that they will see proof quickly if they act now. There will be signs that they can't miss. It will get away from them if they wait, though. That's why the need is so strong, my child. It's not a tomorrow message. This is a no message. Tomorrow is for waiting. Today is a day for faith. That's why heaven says open right away. As this awakening grows inside you, know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Ko-Fi community. By doing so, you become part of Jesus' plan to save souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself, Jesus says. This is not history, it is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. Take a moment to think about all the times you felt like no one remembered you. When no one saw how much pain you were in, no one paid attention to your cries. God talks to us tonight. I saw it, I heard it, I was there. Now He's showing Himself to you in ways you can't ignore. This is more than just a message. It's a gift from God. It's possible that you can't see it, but your soul knows that heaven has come into the room with you. Sweetheart, you still need to write some parts of your story. Do not stop now. Don't give up here. It's not over tonight. It's the start. Now that you've reached this point, the things you lost will be given back to you. Things that were stolen will be brought back. The things that were kept from you will be given to you. You won't fall, you'll rise. You'll laugh where you used to cry. You will do well where you used to have trouble. This is what was promised to you. And, my dear, this is just the beginning of what's going to happen. There are still many miles of river to go. Don't leave now, though. Each word that comes next holds a different key. Every new paragraph brings a big step forward. It's possible that you won't be the same person when you finish this message. That's what heaven says. That's why Michael begs, please don't skip or close. Stay open. I can see you now, my dear child. You are still reading and holding on because you can't let go. That's not a mistake. That's the alignment of God. Your spirit knows that this message was written just for you, not for everyone else. It's there in the strange energy in your chest and the warmth on your skin. The way the words don't sound like sentences, but like flames that are alive. Yes, they are. These words are life and spirit. They're not meant to make you laugh. They are meant to wake you up. And once you wake up, you can't go back to sleep. Tell them their sleep is over, Michael says. Tell them that the curtain is coming down. Tell them that the chains are breaking as they read. The enemy did everything they could to make you believe that you had no power, that you were forgotten, and that you were just like everyone else. Tonight, though, heaven breaks that lie. You are truly amazing. You have been picked. You have been chosen for this very moment, and nothing evil can erase what heaven wrote on your soul. Take a moment to think about your life, sweetheart. None of the turns that didn't go as planned, the heartbreaks, or the doors that shut quickly were random. Everything led up to this point. You didn't understand why so much pain kept following you. Why issues kept coming up out of nowhere. You now know it was because your light scared the dark. The underworld was shaken by your fate. The enemy was scared of your future. So he fought you by being late, disappointing, and betraying you. However, God has said, enough. The war changes tonight. What was meant to bury you tonight will be the ground you rise from. Do you feel your spirit shaking? That's being recognized. Your spirit knows that this message has been waiting for years in heaven to be sent out at the right time. The scroll only had your name written on it when it was opened. Don't let them erase it. Michael tells you as he holds that scroll. Do not let them get rid of it. That thing is yours. My dear, heaven looks out for you. God will look out for you. He is pleading so hard because this is a brief window of opportunity that won't last forever. Don't believe the lie that your best days are over, child. That is a trick. You're about to have the best days of your life. God is about to answer prayers that you thought were forgotten. Good things are about to happen to you that you used to think were impossible. Once you get there, you'll feel such a sense of peace that you won't believe it for a long time. It's not just pretending. There is a prophecy here, and the Bible is true. You are about to enter your divine future, but remember, this breakthrough is not for you alone. Your testimony is the bridge someone else will use to reach their own miracle. Archangel Michael is inviting you to visit community through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. By joining our like-minded community, you are no longer praying in isolation. You are adding your voice to a global sanctuary where we discuss the Word daily and stand in the gap for one another. This is not poetry when Jesus says, "Give and heaven will open over you." On this platform, every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and a hedge of safety for your family. Now is your time. Step into our community prayer wall, share your heart, and as you give, watch God multiply what you let go of. Let's finish this journey together. Visit our community now, join the family, and see your heavens open. Tell them that if they trust, signs will come quickly, Michael says. You won't have to wait years. There's no need to question whether this is real. There will be proof. The proof will show up. Things will fall into place so quickly that even people who didn't believe you will be quiet. That's how heaven works. Everything stays the same for years, and then all of a sudden, everything changes. There you are, in that moment right now. Don't turn away. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is a divine appointment meant specifically for you. You are being invited into a protected, faith-filled community at the link in the description and pinned comment, a place where divine abundance is not just a hope, but a promise built on the Word. By heading to the site right now, you are unlocking access to a sacred community of like-minded believers. When you join our membership tiers, you gain immediate entry to powerful content, daily devotions, and divine insights that are hidden from the world. This is your chance to enter a sanctuary where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support on our prayer wall, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join our inner circle through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the personalized messages and spiritual warfare tools meant to elevate your life. If you feel called to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. For those who want to amplify this work and carry the light home, you can find our guided ebooks and Bibles in the pinned comment. Whether you join as a member or sow a seed through our resources, your presence and energy change the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits.